Hey there, welcome to One Take, powered by backers.
No judging.
Yeah.
No judging.
And the millennials are really changing that.
Is charm. No.
All success begins with desire.
I feel like I'm on fire right now.
Hey there, welcome to One Take, powered by backers. I'm Justin Fox. I am joined here by Kyle Turk. Kyle, thank you very much for joining me on the show today.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. So I'll do a quick little intro. So Kyle, you are the CEO of Meerkat Marketing, as well as the VP of Marketing at Keynote Group. You're an award-winning entrepreneurial B2B marketing leader with experience driving revenues and client acquisition through strategic and creative marketing solutions. You were the recipient of Canada's Marketing Leader of the Year in 2017 and a 40 under 40 recipient in 2018. So does that mean you're now over 40?
No, not yet.
Okay. I thought, oh, that's 2020. Maybe you're like 39 and now you're 40. No,
I'm creeping up there though.
What's that?
I said I'm creeping up there.
Creeping up there. Okay. I'm just over. It is what it is. There's nothing changes. I don't think. Yeah. It's all the same. The grass is not greener on the other side. It's probably greener on the other side, but behind you. But yeah. Anyway, so welcome to the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about? I'm gonna go with the first question is 40 under 40. What was that like? What led you to kind of be a 40 under 40?
Yeah, it was a great experience. It was here, so I'm located in Ottawa, Ontario.
We won't hold that against you.
Hey,
I'm kidding. I'm in Toronto. It's all.
You're a big Leafs fan, eh?
No. Oilers. Yeah. I grew up in the 80s, so yeah, the heyday of Gretzky and Messier. So, but I mean, I do remember the Leafs beating. Not to get really sidetracked, but the Leafs beating the Senators pretty much every year in the first round for many years, and now I think the tide has turned or will be turning, right?
You never know. It's funny. I wasn't a Sens fan back then, only when I recently moved here. But
okay,
I grew up a Penguins fan, being a big Lemieux and Yager guy.
Okay, so, there you go. So same idea. Where did you actually grow up? Where are you from originally?
So I grew up in Peterborough.
Peterborough,
so,
okay.
Yeah, close to you.
Yeah. Good. The Pete's. Peterborough Pete's. There you go. Yeah. So tell us about your 40 under 40. What kind of brought you into that?
Yeah, so it's a program run by the Ottawa Chamber of Commerce and the Ottawa Business Journal. And I don't know. Not sure why I got it. I guess some of my
you were really good and you were under 40.
Yeah, I guess so.
You were good at what you did and you weren't quite 40. There you go.
Yeah, it's a mix of the expertise, kind of your educational background, your achievements, your community involvement, and they have a good mix and pick a great group of 40 every year. And I don't know, like there's nothing, I guess, overly crazy that I did to get nominated for that, but it's great recognition and a great award for sure.
So let's talk then a little bit about so the Canada's Marketing Leader of the Year in 2017. So what is that? Tell us a little bit about that then. Was that similar, just kind of like your experience, your education, kind
I
of
think
work
so.
you've done, or?
Yeah, I think so. And that one was, I really find that award quite special because that one was nominated by my team that was working with me at the time. So that one was, it was all came from their job with the application and nominating me for that and explaining why they've enjoyed my leadership and mentorship. So it's a great honor for me as well.
Yeah. No.
You got me now?
I don't know what happened there. This is one take, so the video is gonna go like that. Just stop. Okay, so we're back. Meerkat, are you there? Yeah. Okay. So tell us a little bit about Meerkat and Keynote Group. What do you guys do with Keynote Group and Meerkat?
Yeah, so at Keynote Group, it's an executive search firm here in Ottawa, as well as in Toronto. But we kind of, it's like an executive recruitment firm where we find new executives for the clients that engage us on their behalf.
Okay.
So we find new executives, make sure they're the right fit, and then we do post-placement integration as well to make sure they succeed in their new role. So my role here at Keynote is, I run the marketing department, all the marketing functions as well, digital branding, everything here. And then I'm also, the CEO at Meerkat Marketing, which is a full service marketing agency in Ottawa.
Okay.
I'm a bit less hands-on there, and I've got a partner that leads the company, and she's kind of doing really well with it and taking off. So it's a great mix for me where I get to stay fairly entrepreneurial as well as get pretty deep and hands-on in the marketing at Keynote as well.
Interesting. So let's we'll touch on marketing, and I think I want to talk about 2 points. So marketing obviously is a major component to any business, and then obviously I want to talk about your entrepreneurial kind of what brought you to there. I'm gonna play a game. I do it often. Choose your own adventure. Do you want to talk marketing or entrepreneurship?
You know what? I like to throw it to the hosts and see where you'd like to go.
Oh, now you're gonna throw it to
Hey?
me,
Yeah.
to my. No, you can't. I'm gonna throw it right back at you.
Hey, let's go.
You got to do it.
Let's go entrepreneurship. How's it?
Entrepreneurship. Okay, cool. So let's talk about I think it was 2014. I just looked at when you started Meerkat.
Yeah.
So what kind of, I guess, what inspired you to go from sort of the corporate world, if you will, in the marketing space, to want to kind of jump into starting at your own marketing agency? What was that? What inspired that transition?
Yeah, so I mean, there's a bit of a backstory. Like Meerkat originally was just going to be, it was more of call it a filler company, until I kind of found what I really wanted to do. From 2007 to 2014,
right.
I had started a business, co-founded a company called Faces Magazine.
Okay.
And then in 2014, I had sold the business. Okay. And then it was, what do I want to do next? My expertise has always been in marketing. So I started Meerkat just until I decided what kind of role I actually wanted to get into.
Okay.
So I ended up at Canada Post for a short while, kind of very close after starting Meerkat, a couple of months probably. And Meerkat was kind of just let's call it a side hustle for friends of mine who needed help with marketing. It was just kind of a side hustle. And then it wasn't until this year actually that it really became, quite big. Was during COVID, everybody started reaching out. Nobody knew what to do with their marketing.
Right.
So people reaching out, what do I do? What type of messaging? What do I do to advertise? How do I allocate my budget? And I just had tons of people reaching out. So I decided to partner with a young woman who's got great expertise, great skill set in marketing as well, to kind of lead the company so that we could, build on the momentum of, basically we just wanted to help people, right? And
right.
She was in a similar position where, she was getting lots of questions from clients and stuff to say, what do you want to do? So we partnered up, and that's kind of how Meerkat kind of came to be, kind of full-fledged.
Interesting. So I didn't realize Faces Magazine. So that was probably your first foray into sort of the entrepreneurial, and it sounds like more of a dive. It sounds like Meerkat was like you said, a side hustle until more recently.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Faces Magazine. What kind of, that was much earlier, right? You said 2007?
2007. So that was right out of university.
Okay.
So I graduated from St. FX. And my brother was my co-founder, who graduated at the same time as me from the Nova Scotia College of Art and Design.
Okay.
And we just started Faces, he had done an international degree. So he did 2 years in Mexico as part of his degree.
Okay.
And there was a magazine out there that covered all the weddings in town, and it was basically just photo based. And he thought it was great, and everybody loved it and picked it up. So we started something similar in Halifax originally, where we both went after graduating.
Right.
Yeah. And we just kind of took a different take where we went to the bars because, I mean, we were young. That was kind of what we did. So it was taking pictures of everybody at the bars, concerts, different parties, that kind of stuff is kind of how that took off.
That's interesting. Isn't there there's a, what's it called? There's kind of and they've got branches everywhere. I'm trying to think, and they like show up to events and they take all these pictures and then they have sort of like a newspaper.
Yeah.
Do you know the one I'm referring to?
Is it Snapped?
Snapped.
Yeah, okay, that's the
SANA
one, yeah, around
with the
there, yeah.
apostrophe D or whatever.
Yeah.
Snapped.
Is that still around?
We were in it. So I had a small retail business with 2 retail stores a few years ago, and we got in it on one of the episodes. But the way they sell it, it's almost like they want you to pay for advertising in the magazine, then they'll come out to your event. So it's kind of like, it's not just sort of for free. Like it's all paid by the advertisers. So I guess question I was going to ask then is, how did that business kind of turn out? Like you said you sold it, so obviously it had some value. How did that work? How did you monetize it? What were sort of your experiences with it?
Yeah, so it was all advertising driven as well. So mainly, let's say, food and beverage. So we had the beer companies, the liquor companies advertising,
right?
Bars, restaurants, service industry like salons, spas, that kind of thing, which drove the majority of the advertising. And we, when we started, it was kind of right when Facebook opened up to the public. So I mean, being on Facebook when it was only allowed for university students and building a network before it went to the public, I think a lot of people that were targeting the younger demographic kind of turned to us because we already had that network established in like a face, the expertise on the platform. So they would advertise with us, and they would also include lots of kind of almost the first iteration of Facebook advertising where, you had your groups back then, and you could promote, dollar drink nights at the Dome or something in Halifax. So
was it primarily online? Like, did you have an online presence, or was it primarily like paperback or as a magazine?
It was primarily a magazine, but then we also had an online component as well. So the magazine got published online as well.
So you were like the original Facebook for events. Like
we were a printed Facebook, I would call it.
But you had a digital version.
Yeah.
People could go see pictures. So but I guess, I mean, that's interesting. So, and then you were able to sell that in, when did you say?
2014. So we had, so we built it up. It was in 6 locations.
Okay.
And then we ended up selling the company in 2014.
Were people still going out to bars? Were you still going out to bars and kind of taking photos and doing sort of the same concept all the way through to 2014?
Yes.
Or had it changed a little bit?
So I had photographers going out the last few years, let's say, but originally when we started, I was the photographer at all the bars up till 3-4 a.m. And then I was, selling ads up in the morning about 9 a.m. And my brother was the one that did all the creative and the graphics behind it to publish. But it was a hard grind for a while. And then, we built up, I even delivered all the magazines starting out. So I was also the delivery driver at all the different locations. And it was fun. We had a good time, but it wears you down pretty long hours. And,
sounds like you're burning the candle on both ends there, right?
Yeah.
Up 3-4 and, back at it at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So I guess hopefully if you weren't necessarily partying, you were more taking photos, but I'm sure you could participate a little bit, right?
Yeah, it came with its perks. Yeah.
Interesting. I guess side note, what was maybe the most fun or the best event or that you ever got to through that? Because you said you went to concerts and stuff like that. Did you get in any sort of big time events or?
Yeah, I mean, we were in at all the big concerts. Was probably the funnest.
Right.
I remember back in the day being a huge Nelly fan, and
Okay.
when Nelly came and performed, we were, there was front row, and then the gates, and then there was the media access, which faces we were media, so
Right.
we were basically like you could
In
reach
front.
up and touch him. So it was
Right.
pretty sweet. Like,
That's cool.
yeah, so we had perks like that. That was nice.
There you go. St. Louis. What is it? I'm trying to like get a beat in my head of that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're similar age-ish. Trying to think what would be a Nelly song. I'll throw you on the spot. Hum at least or sing a Nelly verse.
Ooh, it's going down now, man.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And then he's got the Band-Aid on his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Well, Kyle, I really appreciate. We'll end it on that. Or you know what? Let's go the other side. Do you want to talk a little bit about the marketing side, or
Sure.
what?
Yeah.
Like, so I guess I'll just quickly touch on your thoughts, kind of on entrepreneurs. So you talk about a lot of businesses going through COVID. What are some of the things you're telling them with relation to marketing? Like, what are you finding is successful, or what are kind of some of the areas that you're guiding towards people?
Yeah, I think when COVID first hit, I guided all of my clients to be consistent, stay posting, stay creating content similar to how you were, just kind of changing the messaging. So there was no urgency selling, don't do any, buy now, or you need this, or this service you need right now. It was more along the lines of what supportive educational content can you put out there to help people through this. So a keynote, for example, we don't work on behalf of candidates. We only work for the companies that are hiring the candidates. So
Right.
we even took a bit of a pivot to provide candidates with how to optimize your LinkedIn for executive recruitment,
Right.
Proper ways to do video interviews. So we kind of helped support the community through COVID. And
Right.
I think taking more of that supportive angle and less of the, you need this and buy now direct advertising approach. We kind of did none of that. And it's only, it's been, I don't know what, 6-8 months of COVID now. I can't even keep track.
And I think we're almost at 10, I think.
Yeah.
10
Okay.
months.
10 months. Yeah. And it's only starting to come back to, hey, why don't you buy something kind of thing. So it's been, it basically just stay top of mind and stay consistent and don't push people. Just be supportive and provide them with value.
Yeah. Cool. And Black Friday is on Friday, so everyone's buy now.
Yeah. Basically.
Black Friday. So we're back to where it all began. But interesting. Well, Kyle, I really appreciate you joining me on the show, taking the time today. Where can people find you? Obviously, LinkedIn is where you and I have connected over I guess in the past. Where can people find you? Social media. What's the way to get in touch with you?
I'm on all the channels. Find me on TikTok, Instagram.
TikTok. Ooh, we should have got you showing one of your videos. That's what I'm gonna get somebody to like actually just hold up their phone and show me what one of their TikTok videos. But do you sing or dance or on any of them?
No, I don't post very much.
Okay.
I kind of got into it when COVID first started and we were all going stir crazy in our houses.
So did I. But I haven't done it in about 8 months.
Yeah, I haven't posted in a long time, but my wife and I did a couple of the kind of challenges. We did the fruit by the foot with our kids where you see you could eat it without using their hands the quickest.
Okay.
And then there's one where it was kind of like a little mini workout where you do it with your partner. And so my wife and I did that. And
that's cool. So there you go. So do you get a lot of views on them?
No, I'm just an old guy on the platform.
Yeah. You're not a teenage boy or girl, right? So
no, but some of them, there's so many talented like dancers singers on that platform. It's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely brought. I think it was everyone was stir crazy. Brought out kind of a creative outlet for people to kind of have fun with while they're sitting around the house for months on end back in March, April, right? So
yeah.
Cool. Well, Kyle, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Everyone else, this is One Take powered by Backers, Justin Fox, Kyle Turk. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Kyle, thank you, eh?
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Hey there, welcome to One Take, powered by Backers. Right?
No judging.
Yeah.
No judging.
The millennials are really changing that.
Is charm. No.
All success begins with desire.
I feel like I'm on fire right now.